Hello, and welcome back to my channel, Diaries of a Twin Flame Awakening, aka the 144,000 activation. I am Kiana, back with episode 4, I believe. I've been drinking some wine tonight. This is going to be a little bit more vulnerable section of my story. I have a very, a lot of not so just proud moments that I didn't, but I know it's all part of the journey. I understand it's all part of the process, it's all a part of what I needed to learn. And we had left off at me coming back from out of town after our huge, like, final tower of separation where it really wasn't the same ever again. Because in this journey, you never really separated. Our love transcends bounds of dimensions and timelines and past lives, and I always feel his spirit. I always feel his heart. I always hear his voice, especially music. Like I said, me and my masculine communicated a lot through music telepathically. And it's a beautiful connection. It's ancient. I mean, whoever knew it was in the beginning of time type of ancient, but that's beautiful. And I'm okay with that. I'm very blessed and honored to be a part of this amazing plan the Father has to save as many people as possible, raise the vibration of humanity. He hasn't left. He's just, everything he plans, he goes by that plan. It's in his timing. That's why he created the whole thing to begin with. So he's not rushing anything. He knows exactly what's happening, when it's going to happen, what the counter would be from the other side. He knows all that. And that's beautiful. And that's what allows me to sleep very worry-free at night, very peacefully, very protected. And so, yes, me and my masculine were never separated. But, they reminded me February, remember, before our trip in March. Excuse me. It's like I start recording and I start belching. That is so disgusting. I'm sorry. Please excuse me. The nerves get to me, and I guess I belch. Oh my gosh. Anyways, he had came in and told me. I mean, he rushed right in to tell me, because he was actually supposed to come over that night. He didn't answer his phone. And the next day he rushes over. I didn't answer my phone. This is in February. I didn't answer my phone, because I was upset. Like, here you go. This is where the breakdown was happening. The runner chaser was occurring. I was doing more of the chasing at that point. But I still had a little bit of pride, you know what I mean? Like, no, I had blocked him. So he comes over, knocks on the door, because my masculine's like that. He hardly ever calls. He comes over, and he's about to be broke from that too. Look here, look here, look here. Sir, you have no rights over here. You pay no bills. Your feet aren't planted here at the end of the day. No. This is what you're about to stop doing. But anyways, he comes in and he was like, guess what? And I'm like, what? He was like, baby mama gave me some last night. I said, oh, really? Okay, well, that's nice. His karmic uses sex as a weapon against him. So she's learned that the the more she holds back, the more hoops he'll jump over. Which, if you're in the energy of loving yourself, you will learn to love yourself enough to walk away from someone who doesn't appreciate you for what you do now and show you gratitude for everything you do. My divine masculine pays all the bills. He picks the kids up from school. I think I already said this. Drops them off. He, makes sure they eat dinner. He cooks. Like he's wonderful, and I still admire how deep his loyalty is from even a 16-year-old promise. But you know what I said to my masculine? I said, what about the loyalty to you? You look in a mirror, and the first person, the most important person should be you. Who's going to take care of you at the end of the day, my love? You got to think about that. But he has to learn on his own. I've been able to dip in there and say a few things, you know what I mean, they allow me to say, but they're really walking this path really, because a lot of them don't watch the tarot. So they're like literally walking the path by faith, by their angels, by the Father, by their ancestors. Like, it's amazing to sit there and watch his transformation. I'm so proud of him. I know it's hard. I can't imagine. His whole life has been those children, and to not have them in his everyday routine is hard for him to fathom. But, that's something that I told him to talk to the Father about. And I'll talk about that, because that happened in May or June. Okay, so I came back and he called me, and he called me from a different number. That's right, because I'm like, he was blocked, right? And I answered, and he was like, can I see you tomorrow? And I'm like, no, you know what I mean? You really hurt me. I can't be dealing with somebody who and I don't rethink about this a lot. I really don't, because it was a low time, and I don't think about the bad times. I'm in a vibration where I just think about positive things and what I do want for myself and how I plan on manifesting them in positive, loving, and in the most high-led ways. So I don't really revisit these moments. So please forgive my long pause. Thank you. I'm sorry. But he killed me when he said, I want to heal this. I'm like, well, you've never used words like that. Do you even know what that means? I don't. But it got me because I heard it in a reading, right? So I thought I was gonna try to hold him off by debunking him to the car, right? No, you can't come to the house. No, you can't come to the house. I don't trust you. I'm not strong enough. I don't even really know what's going on. And this is a time where I kind of started watching Your Angelic Karma and Saltwater Hills. Your angelic karma comes from the masculine perspective, and saltwater comes from the feminine, and I love that. So, ooh, your angelic karma was giving it to me, honey. But it didn't really start clicking because remember, it don't matter if you watch the readings, you're still going to go through the experience because that's what's supposed to happen. You can't try to, okay, I'm gonna try to leapfrog through this, and then then I can skip all that, and then I can just, make it to the finish line. No, I'm sorry. It's okay though, but I tried, and it didn't work. So, he comes over, right? I come out to the car. Talking, and he was like, man, I'm sorry, can we be friends or something, because in one of the readings I heard that he was been drinking a lot. The guilt was getting to him for how he treated me. I was nothing, of course, no, my shadow side showed his ass too. I completely understand that, and I'm responsible also because I saw red flags before that trip. I'm sitting up here in desperation planning this trip, honestly, looking thirsty and shit. Oh, I gotta hold on. This is the most amazing feeling any human being has ever given me in my entire life, but that doesn't mean that you compromise your integrity and your self-worth and your self-value for any connection, because you are your star player, and you are, at the end of the day, the only one who's gonna look out. So these are the lessons of the journey. No matter how deep, how intense, how magnetized, sensationalized, passionate the connection is divine. Doesn't matter. He still wants us to love ourselves enough to not allow anyone to treat us any less than how we would love ourselves and how he would love us. First off, that's unconditional love. That's what the whole journey's about, right? See how it loops back to the Father? Isn't that amazing? So that's why you have to really get rooted with him, and that tree trunk becomes your self-love. And after you branch out, as you branch out, everything's going to be made of a choice from your self-love, your healthy boundaries, your ensuring that you're surrounding yourself with people that have nothing but your highest good in mind, and reflect that, not just tell you. This is love. This is how you know when it's not love, when it's suffering, when you're suffering, when you're depressed, when you feel like someone has just taken from you energetically, depleted you, try to put you down, make you feel bad. That's not love. And so simple question. Would you do that to yourself? Would you talk to yourself like that? Would you disrespect you like that? Would you mentally, emotionally, physically abuse yourself like that? So don't let don't let nobody else do you like that. Period. That's why self-love, that lesson is so important. It's truly the foundation of all the other lessons to come, which is forgiveness, compassion, non-judgment. Like, that's one that I'm still learning, and that's hard. It really is. I'm sorry. It's not even like judging people. It's like kind of like diagnosing people and kind of protecting my energy, because I'm really careful now about who I let in. My energy is really fragile right now. I'm still transforming. I feel like I just came out of my cocoon, and my feet are still wet, and I'm still learning how to really get in a groove, of my spiritual path. But I'm excited, and I know the Father's with me every step of the way, and that's what fuels me. I will go to battle for him any day. Any day. Period. I'm good. So, but yes, that's why coming upon this lesson of self-love. But getting back to the story, I go out to the car, and I told you, it was like, man, I'm sorry. Can we just be friends or something? Like, I don't care what it is. I don't want this. And I was like, have you been drinking? You been drinking more? He was like, because of you. I said, oh no, honey. It's because of you. You have to take responsibility for your actions. And he's not ready. He wasn't there. It's like slowly getting there now, honestly. But and he started kissing on me and pulling down my pants. I'm like, hold on. Next thing I know, my masculine is extremely strong. Yeah, he's not a big guy. You know what I mean? He's a little taller than me, but he's thin. You know what I mean? And I'm not that small, but I'm not big, but I'm not that small. You know what I mean? And so when I say he's lifted me up before, and like I was 4 years old and twirled me around, and it was like, how strong are you? Carried me up and down the stairs. He's so strong. Anyways, it felt like I just floated to his lap. I said, oh my gosh. And I just started tearing up, and he didn't care. I remember tears was falling down in his eyes, and he was just like, oh my gosh, please stop crying. Like, he's like killing the mood. I shouldn't be doing this. You're going to hurt me again. I already know. Oh my gosh. So that was April 2nd. We're in 2018. And guess what? Surprise, I didn't hear from him again. Let me see. Till I seen him May 15th. So 42 days, right? He comes over. I'm cool at first, right? The first hour go by, we was just chilling. We was just talking, catching up. I'm just trying to be cool. You know what I mean? Like, it keep telling myself, you're not going to sleep with him, Kiana. You're not going to sleep with him, Kiana. You're not going to sleep with him, Kiana. Are you serious right now? Like, okay? I that third hour hit. I should have just kicked him the fuck out. That's okay though. That's all right. You know, and as you learn self-love, you learn to set healthy boundaries for yourself. So you know you're feeling weak, a little vulnerable, maybe you shouldn't answer the door. And I'm thinking about employing those tactics next. It's not really a tactic, it's a healthy boundary. You're not just going to pop up anytime you want to without calling, confirming, consulting, or asking me if you can come by. And if you do those things, I shouldn't answer the door. You don't control here. You don't live here. So, it's a sense of control. um, the third hour, and he is on me tough. Oh my gosh. Oh, get off me. What are you doing? No. I can't. No. No. And then I'm just feeling the room vibrate. It feels like it's like this. Oh my gosh. I was like, do you feel that? I said, this keeps going up and down my spine. It's like this tingling sensation. Now I know it's called the Kundalini rising. He was like, I feel it all over my body. I was like, all right, it's time for you to go, buddy. You know, thanks for visiting. It was great. I'm glad you're doing well. Peace, love, light. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. But I lost. I lost the holdout game. I was not kung fu strong, no enough yet. I shouldn't have let him in the damn house. But that's okay, because I was still learning. I was still learning. And to conquer those lower self urges, that's about that shadow work too, you know. On top of asking myself the questions, what type of relationship do you want? Do you want, do you want him to look at you as a sex symbol, or do you want to level up in yourself and hold yourself to a higher standard? And then everybody else who feels like they're the one for you will have no choice but to level up, match you at your love, your time, your effort, your energy. And I know I'm going to give damn good energy, love, time, effort. I'm ready. Got all of me, baby. Oh, God. See, that's why I sit and drink before. It's okay, though. And then guess what? Goes. Oh, pow. That was May, right? Yes, that was, this is my little calendar. I kept track. That was May 15th. And, well, actually, I guess it wasn't really goes. I had to meet back up with him because I had, I guess this is okay to tell. This is when I had first talked to his mom on the phone, right? I had a hookup at the car rental place, and they were coming in town because they usually do come and visit the grandkids. They live out of town a long ways away. And so he know that I have a hookup on the rental cars, and I went ahead and got him a hookup, and I talked to her and talk about the most sweetest, nicest women in the world. You know, his mom was a teacher and his dad was a Marine. He grew up in a 2-parent house. I don't know about any childhood traumas. He has not opened up about anything about that, but I know this karmic has been a part of his life since he was 15 years old. Their oldest daughter is like 11, 12. And she's very ingrained with the family. And so I'm still learning, growing in this process. By May, when I messed up and gave him some. And it's very important because they're just looking at it as sex. Like, oh yeah, I just feel this way. I just think of her like this because it's so good. And that's all I initially really want her for. And so that's why it's so important to stand your ground and be like, no, I want to do this connection the true honor that it deserves. And that is a commitment. That is a loving, peaceful, joyful, happy home. And having the father at the forefront, leading the way, we will never go wrong. And so, but that was May. And it hurt, It hurt. He also, tried to do a little scam, and I caught it. And I was like, no. And it was just really starting to, the rose colored glasses was coming off, like, who is this person? And if I'm a reflection of you, I need to get my shit together. I ain't fucking right at all. And they say on this journey, when you start moving forward and growing and evolving, they naturally move right behind you. And that's true. It's not as fast, no, but it's steady. And we can only be grateful for that. And, like I said, as you ascend and you grow and you evolve, they show you more. They'll show you the whole journey. I know exactly what's going to happen, how it's going to happen. Like, watching the readings is just like, yeah, I don't know. And that's why I'm trying not to, because it's really, you hear kind of the bad moments that he's having. And, sometimes it's good because I'll be wondering, I'm like, oh my God, why am I so sad today? What's happening? I'm happy. Why is tears rolling down my eyes? And it's nice to go and be like, oh, damn. And I pray for my love. But he has to, and the karma's teaching him self-love. Being able to love himself enough to understand you don't sacrifice your soul for no one. Not even your children. Not even your children. Your children have their own soul growth and lessons to go through as well. And of course, you can be there for them and, do the most and be, of course, absolutely give guidance. But to allow to stay in a situation that is literally darkening your heart and stilling your soul is not healthy for anyone. Period. And so my love has to learn that for itself, and it's okay. He'll get it together. He'll be okay. I have faith in him because that's who I am. I'm not taking that shit from nobody. So he ain't got no choice but to level up and not take that shit from nobody. No, I'm good. I'd rather be by myself. And my guy's already told me, like, he needs at least a year and a half to heal after he leaves the relationship. That hasn't even happened yet. Okay, I know. He came over Monday and tried to say something else. That was March 9th. I'll get to that later. I'm jumping the story. Oh my gosh. Okay. We are back in May 2018. Okay, and so I had to meet back up with him to get the rental car back from his parents. They were going back, and I just needed to get the keys. And I asked her to come, but he didn't really want me to meet her for real, in person. He didn't know what I would say. Now, I ain't saying shit. That ain't none of my business. Look here. We had our tower. At this point, I'm seeing different characteristics, and I'm not liking it. And I'm not spiritually equipped, nor the Most High, to fix what's wrong with you. All I can do is let you go and pray for you and love you from afar. And that's all I can do. And I'm okay with that because we're still connected here. I still feel everything. I still, like they said, our hearts, twin flame hearts, are physically connected, just not in the same body. And I know that's so true because I have felt his dark night so tough. Like February was tough. January was tough. Anyways, going back to 2018. And so we met up so I can get the car. And oh my gosh. Because remember, we had an argument because he was trying to do some more deceitful ass shit, and I called it, and I was like, no, and he got mad, and I told him I don't care, and I gave him the business. Like, I already see, son. So it would be stupid of me to continue to keep trusting someone who's showing me that they're not worthy of that trust. You have broken my trust at least like 10 times. Are you serious? But that's okay, because that was supposed to happen that way. And I understand that. And I'm okay with that. This is one thing about my masculine, too, I love. When he opens the door or when I walk in a room, his eyes light up so big and his mouth like drops. And I'm not saying that because I'm all that. I'm not saying that at all because they say you're twin flame. You won't be attracted. You won't be attracted to no one else as deeply and sincerely intimately is when you're twin flame. And that's true. I look at him the same way. He is beautiful. And my masculine has some insecurities because of the accident that he survived. He got some scars from it, and I think they are sexy. Are you serious? I just want to kiss all of them and make them feel. But he's not ready for that. He hasn't shown that he's ready for that. I have to be patient. I want what's best for me and what I deserve for me to be committed to my masculine. You are my better half. You are my other half. No one will love me the way you can, the way you're capable of. And so I am so willing to wait for that baby. But I mean, you know. Because it's nothing like it. I've definitely have tried to have relations with other people after meeting twin flame, and you're sitting there the whole time thinking about twin flame, like, oh my gosh, are you serious? Are you serious? You know what, sir? Can you wrap this up? Because I can't even get into it. It's usually wrapped up quickly anyway. So, oh. You know, but it's like it's not even worth it. It's just not even worth it. It's nothing like how your twin flame touches you when they look deep into your eyes and they make that tingling feeling go up your damn spine, makes you want to jump out your body. Oh my God, what is that? What is that? That feels so good. But you can't allow that to clog your better discernment, which is action. Love is an action word, period. So, because if someone isn't showing you they love you, how do you know they love you? You can't read their mind. You don't see their thoughts. Yeah, I'm empathic. I can feel you, but that doesn't mean, like I told my masculine when he was here, I still need to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to feel it. I want to see it. Those are my love languages. Just because your love language is spying, that ain't everybody's love language. Because he's shy. It's okay. I love my love. And that's why we are opposites. We are. It's amazing. But anyways, when I walk into a room, and so when I open the door to get the car, this is May 18th. He was standing on the porch looking good too, because I had the door open. It was a pretty day. And he walked up to the door. My masculine can dress too. He takes pride in his appearance. Yes, and he always smells good. Has very good hygiene. I love that in a man. Love to shower. Always brushes his teeth. This is my other half. I love that. And so I come up the stairs because he's standing on the porch and he's looking up, and I come around the corner and I have on my sundress, and I know my masculine loves me in a sundress. And I wasn't even expecting him. I thought his mom was coming. I was upset. Like, look, I'm trying to avoid you right now. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with me to attract somebody like you and continue to deal with that. So I know it's a connection, but you have to look past that. How are you treating me? How are you loving me? How are you nurturing our connection? What type of quality time are you spending with me? And why am I accepting anything less than the only option? A question I had to ask within me. Because this isn't about him. This is about your self-reflection, your shadow work, remember, your ego death. So a whole lot of my ego was dying, like, oh my gosh, are you serious? Like, are you crazy, dude? I'm just like, but ego death, name of the game. Anyways, his face just lit up when I came up on the stairs, and he looked handsome, and I'm trying to hold my heart. And see, this is a thing too. When his heart starts beating fast, I can feel that when he's near. There was another time that well, I guess I can wait because that's coming up. But when his heart is beating fast, my heart starts beating fast. And I'm like, oh my gosh, are you serious? And I'm trying to, what is it? Pregnancy, labor, delivery, breasts. I said, give me a second. So I went back in my room. And I try to just calm myself down and just focus. Like you're about to just drop him off and be done. You know, I mean, that's around the corner. You already know. And so I go down the stairs, right? And he's sitting in a car right now. He's sitting on the passenger side. And he's bumping this song that is special to me. Now, I didn't even like the rapper. But of course, I just felt that energy like he was speaking to me. He wished he can say things like this to me that was being said in the song. But he knew I was mad. You know, I was still mad, of course. And so I get it in the driver's seat, and I just feel his vibration. Oh my gosh, it felt like the car was vibrating. It was those energetic moments. I don't know what those are, but they're only powerful at like the height of passion or anxiety. So I start driving around the corner. I'm not saying shit to him. We got the music up. I'm hearing the song. Like, I know what, nigga, whatever, whatever. So I drive around the corner, drop him off. He was like, thanks for the ride. You're welcome. Bye. And I pulled off. But when I say the car was vibrating, it felt like the earth was shaking. I couldn't wait to drop him the fuck off. I said, oh my God, what is this? Why is it so powerful? But he's so toxic. I mean, not saying you already know. It's all about reflecting, doing your inner healing, doing your, adjustments, implementing the lessons that you learn, making course corrections when you see that you're not getting the desired results. That's what this is about. And so I'm trying to make a course correction. This is not the desired results. I want it all. So bye. That was May. June. June 13th. We talked. That's all we did. We talked. Oh, I remember that. Thank you. I remember that day. I went over to his complex because he couldn't wander too far because he was on house arrest. So he had no choice but to have me come over in the parking lot, right? And we were talking and listening to music, and this is when I was getting to know him a little bit more. And he was like, I was like, yeah, I was like, I've been getting thoughts about going to Jamaica. He was like, yeah, me too. And I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. I was like, are you going to snorkel with me? He was like, oh, hell no. I was like, I'm a water sign, so I love the ocean. I can't wait. I would do a shark fucking tank dive. I would do crazy shit like that. My love says, oh no, honey, could you just do me a favor though? I said, what's that? He was like, when you come out the water, just shake your titties a little bit for me. I said, all right, okay. All right, you'll be right on the beach? Right on the beach? Okay. Oh, we make each other laugh. That's why the fall hard was real. And plus, that's the soul connection. That's the past lives we spent together, marriage in other lives. We've had children in other lives. I don't know. I asked because it was funny because I bought my first deck of cards, right? And I didn't, I love the card in the Gilded Tarot, I believe, with the Lover's card where he's lifting her up. I felt very attracted to that Lover's card. And it's a lot of meaning, actually, through Twin Flame, through that card, too. So, it's funny that even before I did this channel, I said, you know what, I'm gonna ask my fam, ask the archangels, ancestors, spirit guides. Let's see what they say. I get to shuffling, right? I don't do tarot. Nobody's ever taught me. I just, like I told you, recently started watching on the awakening journey with my love. Other than that, I have no background. I have no skill, and that's why I don't really want to do it, because oh my gosh, there's readers out there that can drop 3 cards and tell the story front to back, side to side, who's all involved, what's to come, what happened in the past, what's near in the future. Like, what? Okay, all right. If I can read like that, then I would. I want to be the best. I don't want to do it unless I can be the best at it. And I understand you gotta start somewhere. Some people just start, but I've never tried to pull on the collective energy. I only read for me or my love. So I feel like that takes a power too. I don't know if I got that yet. I haven't tried. I don't know. So I asked, is this what I keep hearing for the last year? And then I get the real strong push. New Year's, remember? Are you sure? I mean, is this my ego? Is this my ego? Yeah, and that's what I've been saying all year. Trying to not complete the mission. Ace of Swords pop out. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, I wasn't ready. I'm gonna put it back in. Because I wasn't ready, right? Okay. Get to shuffling again, right? Am I supposed to? Let me make this clear. Family, and I pray hard over my cards too. Before I ask the question, I asked the Most High. I talked to him for about 30 minutes. Asked him to send archangels, because he's the one in control of the angels. If the Father doesn't approve, the angels won't intervene. We can ask them all they want, but they work for the Most High. So so I go through the proper channels, like, Father, Lord, thank you, because is it your will to, go ahead and ask a few questions to my, that's what I do. And so I shuffled again. Ask the question. Are you really telling me to share my story? Is this what you're really telling me to do? Are you sure? Are you sure? Ace of Swords pop out again. Oh, killed me. I was done. So here I am. That was January, and here I am. And so anyways, back to the story. We talked. He said the comment about he's not getting the water, come up, shake for it. And then I left. There's a side story to that. I don't want to tell too many negative things on here, but I again extended my kindness and again was burned. I'll put it like that. It's like, you're not supposed to extend yourself more than someone extends themselves to you. Period. That's not unconditional love. Because when you give something to someone out of the kindness of your heart, no, you're not expecting anything back. However, I do anticipate you loving me enough to reciprocate that same energy. And if you don't do it, then that's the action. And that's what I need to look at. Not what I know you could be, but what you're showing me who you are now. I can't be in love with your potential. That's not reasonable. That's not rational. That's not real. So, anyways, some deceitful shit happened. He came in, that was on the 13th. And then June 23rd, he came in. Hold on, no. I'm sorry. Oh, no, that's July. I'm sorry, let me back up. June, no, we just talked. That was cool. And then June 23rd, he came by. Now, this has been 23 days of not having sex with him at this point from the last slip. Because remember when you're transforming, sometimes you slip back into old patterns, but you got to set them boundaries strong. You got to keep pouring love into yourself enough to be like, no, I don't even need you. I'm loving on myself perfectly fine. I've gotten really good and loving on myself, baby. Okay. But I wasn't in that space then. I am now, but here we go. So June 23rd, been 23 days. He came in. One morning. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning on the 23rd. And, or, it was either 22nd or 23rd. And my heart just starts fucking pounding out of his chest. I'm like, oh my gosh, like it felt like I was about to have a heart attack. And then I heard a car pull up. And he's calling the phone like, I'm outside. Could you let me in? I could feel his energy. He was angry. But my masculine has learned how to keep his cool, sadly. Not sadly, that's good. But instead of standing in his truth and standing up for himself, he's just learned to lie down, be quiet, and allow the person to take advantage of him. And so I was like, what's wrong, my love? He was like, man, yeah, this is the second time I seen him cry. He said, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? And I'm like, honey, what do you mean? He was like, I'm supposed to just accept some other nigga bouncing my daughter on his lap? I said, if that's what keeps you there, then you're far from awakened than I ever could have imagined. Because if your faith was strong, you wouldn't be worried about that. You would understand the Father has your back and he's moving you out of a violent, hostile, toxic situation for a reason, for the greater good of you and your children. But coming to another very important part of the lesson, you can't change anyone. No, I know, right? Despite popular, you cannot change anyone. And it's very arrogant and very egotistical to think that you can. And that's one of the things I had to learn. It don't matter how much love you pour down somebody's throat. If they don't want to fucking drink it, they're not good. They're going to throw it all up. And guess what? You'll be the one it spills on. Ooh. you have to allow people to show you that they want to love you. You know, love is an action word. You cannot change anything. Only person you can change and control is yourself. That's it. So if someone isn't treating you the way you deserve to be treated, then you need to change who you're with. You can't change him after you voice your concerns, your desires, your needs, and they're still not being met. The person isn't making the adjustment to fulfill you in this relationship. Then I can only do what's best for me. I can only change me. So I have to go. I love you. I will always love you. But what I can't do is diminish my value because you choose not to see it. I'd rather be very much by myself, sleeping very peacefully at night with my integrity and my self-worth intact. Sleep very peacefully. You know how I wouldn't sleep peacefully? Knowing that I'm laying next to someone that I had to settle for, that I had to lower my standards for, that I couldn't have faith in my Father to trust that he will send me someone that is worthy of my love and match my frequency of giving, of sharing, of intimacy. These are the beautiful, loving qualities that you want in a relationship. Not none of this toxic, mental abuse, narcissistic bullshit that's going on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Father. Anyways, they got me going tonight. They got me going. I feel like I'm losing some light. I'm just tripping. Anyways, loving yourself is the key to identifying when someone isn't loving you in return. It's the true key to healing your inner wounds and forgiving yourself for past bad choices. No one should have to serve a life sentence for a bad choice, because honestly, we learn from every experience and every choice we make. It's just up to you to implement that lesson so you can switch up toxic patterns or dysfunctional cycles. You are the key to that. No one else is around you. It has to start with you. That's why loving the world and uplifting humanity starts within. I have the true desire to make people laugh, make people feel good about themselves. I'm a big complimenter. I will find something on somebody and compliment you, especially if I feel your energy is in a sad place. I like to be that comfortable. Hey, oh my gosh, I love your shoes. I love your hat. Your bag is fly. And people's face just light up, and it fucking is nothing like that. It's nothing like the way that makes me feel to make somebody else feel good. That's where the Father has. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, it's almost been an hour. That's where the Father has brought me to. That's where I'm at today. Every encounter is a mission for me to uplift that person in whatever way. I don't care if they're already in a high vibration. See, dang it. I'm going to bring them even higher. It's my motherfucking mission. I'm sorry. But anyways, I end up slipping up. Well, let me just get all the way to, like, I guess you might call it the, like, more permanent separation. So we're in June. He comes in. He tells me that. He leaves. And I was like, you need to talk to the Most High about that. You need to, talk to people who have your highest good at heart. And he said, he was like, I've been talking to my mom. I said, what does your mom say? He said, I never should have followed her up here. He had moved like 19 hours away from his home. And because I feel like she wanted to get him away from his family. When you remove people from people's lives who love them, who care for them, they will see their energy shift. They will become concerned. They will talk to them about it. They will, be genuinely. So yeah, and he left. He comes back the next day. I didn't, and I didn't, because he wasn't here that long either. He was just like here to talk, talk it out. Like, oh, he did tell me. He was like, my daughter's sitting here gripping my leg and she's yelling in my face, and my daughter's sitting here crying and she's talking about nonsense. Tell him, but she's perfect and he needs to do all the changing. I said, did she really say that? Oh, wow. Like, don't they give you a glimpse of what a motherfucker's dealing with? Damn. Yo. Anyway, so he left. And though he came back the next day. See, here was one of those false starts that come up in readings. He brings all his clothes over. Yes, he do. He brings all his clothes over. Like he's about to really make the transition. He stays that night. We actually had a tower moment. Dinner time. I guess, and oh, yeah. I wanted us to eat dinner at the table together. I'm a traditional person like that. I learned in psychology that when you sit down with your family or you sit down with your significant other and you have a meal, you talk about your day, you get to know your love again. You show that you're interested in their feelings and how they're experiencing their life outside of the home. It's very nurturing for the relationship, right? I just want to eat in front of the TV. Okay, all right. He was like, why is that a big deal? I'm like, it's not a big deal, but why is it a big deal that you just can't come down to the table and eat dinner? Like people do when they go out to dinner, when you light a candle and you have an intimate, romantic conversation over a meal. You don't know anything about that? So I go downstairs. I don't press it any further. I can't do anything. I can't make him do anything. Remember, this is some of the lessons I'm learning. You can't make someone love you. And when you don't truly love yourself entirely, wholly, for all your flaws, for all your beauty, for all you can't teach someone else how to truly love you. We all winging it in this bitch. And anything can go wrong at the No. But oh my gosh. I come downstairs and I'm mad, and the lights went off and came back on in the whole fucking house. There was no rain, there was no lightning, there was no storm, there was no reason for the lights to flicker like that. Besides our energy, we want on the same frequency. And when that much power is in the same household and it's still has a lot of karma that has to be worked out, still has a lot of shadow work that still needs to be done on both ends. Ooh, you can make the electricity go out. This is why we can't come into union. They'd be like, power outage in the whole Midwest. We don't know what happened. Well, right? But I eat dinner. I take a shower, right? Oh, we made love that night before. This is the next night. Because he came over the night. He came over like that day to drop his clothes off, and then he came back that night and spent the night. And we had sex. Because he brought his clothes over. Just look how the manipulation. Okay. So that night, when the electricity went out, because the energy was not good, he left. And he disappeared for 3 days. With his clothes at my house. I said, are you serious right now? When he finally did call, I wasn't calling him. You don't want to call me, you want to be gone. End up going out of town with one of his friends. I understand a little bit, but no, this is why you're not ready, I'm not ready, and this is why this is happening. The tower is falling. I said, you can come back and get your clothes, sir. And he tried to really act like there was nothing wrong with him disappearing for 3 days. Like, are you... I wouldn't treat you like that. So that's why I don't need to be dealing with someone that would treat me like that. I'm not reflecting that. I don't want to radiate that. That's not what I want. Gotta change me. So he came and got his clothes. Because when he called me, I was at the movies. I took the kids to see Jurassic Park. It was like the newest one, whatever came around that time. And he came and got his clothes and left. We didn't say anything to each other. And that was the 24th of June. Now we're on July. This is another Five of Swords situation. Oh, my love. But that's okay. I understand now, of course. And I've forgiven him. But he betrayed me, and let me see, because after that was the 24th of June. So he came back around the 19th of July. And I didn't sleep with him. I did not sleep with him this time. I just helped him out. He was supposed to give it back, and he didn't. And so that was okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. During this time, let's say, back in April, being taken down to the point of 0. Yay. The lesson of love is the most valuable energy in this world. More valuable over worldly possessions, more valuable over money, more valuable over clout. Now, let me make this clear. The Father will always take care of your needs. Always. I never had to worry about where my bill money was coming from, where my grocery money, how I was going to pay rent. That was always taken care of. The Father always keeps you when you're on the stride to being better, evolving, and growing in His love, in His light. But you ain't got no extra. You can't do shit. Like, I didn't have no extra. And and it's a very valuable lesson. And I definitely, that was kind of an easy one for me, really, because I kind of live frugally. I'm a single mother of 2 kids. I have clothes in my closet I've had for 15, 20 years. Shit. I buy nice, I hold on to it. So, yes, that's a part of the journey, too, being taken down to 0.0. I was... a masseuse. I was losing all my clients. People were canceling. People were, dropping out of sight, I was like, what is happening? Oh my gosh. But it also sits you down to make you reflect and reassess what you really want in your life, your environment, how you want to co-create. Oh, I just see 11111. Oh, thank you. How you want to co-create, how you want to fill that space with the vibration of love and joy and contentment and satisfaction and fulfillment and the Most High's unconditional love. And so that's what I did. I sat back and I reflected because I didn't have shit else to do. And so, but that was April, May, June, and that brings us to July. I'm still on that no extra money, just enough to take care of me and my family. And so, we are in July. That betrayal, as I just spoke of, and that was July 20th. I didn't talk to him, blocked him again. And then I felt like I finally got it. Like, this is not love. Even though this connection is deep and it's divine and it's something awesome because you get all the beautiful signs and synchronicities, and I started seeing his name real heavy. This is when I started seeing his name everywhere. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Every time I look up, I'm like, is every executive producer on every movie this nigga's name? Are you serious? But that synchronicity started happening more and more then too, because I was trying to detach my energy from him. It was more and more. And this was too in August. I was getting my hair done right before I was about to start my new job, because I think I passed the test. I didn't sleep with him that last time, and I had grown and evolved more and starting to set more standards and being focused on something else. Your angelic karma was guiding me to really, focus on me, pour all the love back into me, pour all the care back into me, pour all the nurturing back into me. So that's what I started doing. And the Father blessed me with a damn good job. A document control specialist. I had no idea about computers, electronics. I prayed before I went into work every day because I am not a technology inclined person. Like, really, Father? But that was a challenge, and that's what I needed. And that kept me focused on achieving those goals in a new business genre. A new chapter in my life was exciting. So, and a training management specialist. So I was going, this around this time. But I was getting my hair done. My friend was my hair. And for the last 2 days, I kept hearing this owl. outside my window. Now, I live in the city, right? There's like a little tree, maybe in front and back, and it's a complex. I stay in a townhouse, so it's really grass. There's no real environment that a owl typically stays in for extended amount of time, right? I couldn't see the owl, but I kept hearing, whoo, whoo. And I'm just like, well, what is this? This is August. Hold on, let me see. I think I got that date. Yes, this is August 15th, 16th. Okay. What is that? So my friend comes over. I'm so glad. I said, do you hear that? What does that sound like to you? Is that me? Am I going crazy? And I did hear about how owls are spiritual animals. Sometimes I heard that your divine masculine sends them in to watch over you. So I think that's really sweet. She was like, bitch, that's an owl. I was like, I thought so, right? Isn't that an owl? She was like, yes, that's an owl. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that cool? The third day, the owl goes away and my divine masculine shows up. No! I said, are you serious right now? There's so many magical moments and it's breathtaking. Yes, being forged by fire of the Most High is hard. And it's a lot of responsibility, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Not the world. Anyway, so we just talked. Nothing happened. That was good. It was just very mundane. How are you? I'm good. How are you? I'm good. Okay. Then he left. And then he came back in the 25th. This was our final tower. Here I go. Being in love with who I want him to be. Who I know he could be. And it's not who he is. And I sleep with him. Like, oh my gosh. Oh. And then he ghosted me. I didn't hear from him until he tried to call the 31st. And I blocked his number. I deleted it. I was like, no. I'm done. And that, people, is where I did not engage in any sexual activity with my masculine for almost a year. I made it to May 2019. It had been a while. But anyways, I'll back up. He tried to call me on his birthday, which is October 9th. And my birthday is November 8th. And that interesting. It's like a mirror, right? And he was on the block list. On your iPhone, you still get the call. If they left a message, it's on the block list. And I hear a club, like girl strippers in the background. Like, like, are you serious? Okay. And it's a story. It's funny when it came in. But I didn't call him back, of course not. I'm done. I'm trying to stand in my power, stand in my truth, love myself, pour love and nurturing and caring to me, and put me first and do what's best in my best interest. Because you don't give a fuck about what's in my best interest. God damn it. I care about what's in my best interest, though. So That was October. And then, so I didn't see him. October 25th would be, that was 60 days. We did not have any sexual intercourse or any interaction period. And then November, what we got? This is November 2018. Yeah, I didn't see him. Nope. And then December 1st, he comes rushing in, right? Whose black Impala been parked outside the front for the last 2 days? Huh? Are you serious right now? That's what you got to, that's the first thing you got to questioning me? Who's out? What? No. This is when I really got clue that he be really stalking a bitch. Like, what? Oh, wow. I said that is not any company of mine. I shouldn't even answer. That is the neighbor's company. What are you stalking me? And then he just gave me the biggest hug, and it was just so sad. He hugged me for like 10 minutes. He didn't want to let go. Ooh, excuse me. And I can feel his energy. It was off, you know. And I kind of know what he's been going through. I do. But I was like, after we hugged, you know, I was like, what are you doing here? What are you here for? And he was like, I just wanted to see how you was doing. I said, well, it won't be no ooey wooey, no gooey ooey, no ooh ha, no ah. He was like, oh, so it won't be no sticky icky, no ooey powy, no he is so funny. We are so funny. I hate him. I love him, of course, but this is how he can get me. Just with, he always makes me laugh. Always makes me laugh. Remember I said one of the most memorable, like, characteristics of our relationship was me always smiling. My face hurting is always smiling. This kept me laughing. But anyway, so that was December 1st, right? And then he called me on December 16th, and we just talked. He just asked me how work was going, how, you know, I was doing. And then he called me on Christmas. Well, he just texted me. Well, no, he texted me Merry Xmas at midnight, and then he actually called me, and we talked for a little bit. So that was nice. That was nice. And remember, I'm still going strong. No sexual intercourse, still standing my ground, still loving myself, living my life, working good. I was good. Okay, in January, I really want to get this done too. Sorry for the long video. I wanted to just get the rest of the story out. So next time I come on, we will be up to date. I'll be able to tell you what happened March 9th. So, January, no talk to him. February, he calls me, right? He said, if I needed to change my address to yours, can I do that? Oh, I'm like, what is that? Okay. I never heard from him again. I mean, after that, I didn't hear from him. So I don't know what that was about. I know a little bit, but you know. And then Valentine's Day, he did text me. Because, you know, I erased all our texts. Because this is one thing I hate about the iPhone. If I want to hide your thread, I should be able to do that. And bring it back up when I want to. I don't want to see his name, and his name is Twin Flame in my phone. I don't want to see his name every time I go to fucking text somebody, because I don't even text that many people. I got one friend, and my mom, my best friend, and the only people I really talk to, my grandma, like, and my cousin. I don't talk to nobody, like, you know. So his name will always be in the view of the screen. So I just erase it. I'm like, no. This is when I'm detached from people, I erase you. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see your name. I don't want to see your text. I don't want to see your number. I don't, and, you know, that's how I do. You're done. So, for anybody else, anyway, he wished me a happy Valentine's Day. It was hilarious. I do remember this, though. I remember this. Because he just said, Happy V-Day. And I said, oh, Happy V-Day, my love. I love you with all my heart, soul, mind, body, spirit. I can't wait to spend our future together. Emoji, wedding ring, emoji, wedding. Emoji clinking of the champagne glasses. I didn't hear shit from that. I know that scared the shit out of him. I don't care. I knew it was. I wanted to express how I would normally express. And I understand what you're going through. Remember, this is later in the game. I have forgiven you. I have compassion for your circumstances. That don't mean I have to sacrifice myself to be anyone's hero, because what the Most High don't want you to do is disrupt your mental stability, emotional stability, even monetary stability for anyone. You got to take care of you first. You in the mirror should be the most important person, period. And this is what I was learning. Being compassionate, forgiving, accepting true love, learning how to give it as well as accept it. It has to be a two-way street. And when you understand that and you see someone's not reciprocating that love, they're not accepting it or giving you shit, like, I'm clocking out. I'm benching myself. Shit. So, you know, you really have to demand better from yourself before you can demand better from anyone else. So to treat you, you have to commend that. You have to be very self-disciplined. Having self-mastery is super important part of this journey. Learning to control your lower nature, doing your shadow work, the death of the ego, transforming, healing, ascending, you know, and your soul purpose. He will show you. The Father will always answer. All you have to do is reach up, ask. That's all you got to do. He'll answer. You may not like the answer once again, but he will answer. My Father is always there. He loves you. He loves all of us. Period. And that's why he's had this brilliant plan for all these millions of years to get us together, to give people enough time to come home. I don't know if I talked about the 7 seals. I think I did. 7 trumpets and the 7 bowls. Definitely looking at that. But, and your soul's mission, you know, which is loving one another, helping each other, supporting one another, being compassionate, learning to forgive and raise the frequency to love. That's what we're here to do. All right, I got off topic. Where am I at? I am on February, right? So then we're going to go to, that was just a text, Valentine's Day, and I told you I didn't get the extreme back. I love you with all my heart. I love you. And March, I didn't talk to him. April, I didn't talk to him. May. Here he comes. This is May 2019. I got a new job at an even better company. Doing really well. Father's keeping me good and focused on me and my children. Of course, my children's always the forefront of my life. My daughter's about to graduate, and she's made a commitment to save herself and love herself and wait for the gentleman who is deserving and worthy of her innocence and her purity. I know, I'm very proud. I'm very proud. I've been preaching self-love ever since I've been taught it. Shit. So that was perfect timing. That was right.